But not far from where the Steelers' former homes at Three Rivers Stadium, Forbes Field once stood, we are at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
The ball on the tee, we're set for football.
And with the terrible towels waving wildly, we are underway from Pittsburgh. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. On 1st and 10, Love. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Jonathan Allen make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick 2nd and long. Out of his end zone, Love. Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted.
Part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity, just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19. To throw now. Here's Love. And his throw here is incomplete. This defense for the Steelers, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. But such a costly interception. Nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
They hand off to their big tight end. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Here's a carry for the fullback. This is Andy Janovich.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. On 3rd down, Love. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
It's a big play there for Green Bay.
44 yards.
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline, but here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are going to get the football back at their own 17. Now, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
It's a gain of 35.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Wolf. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 1st downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Pickett to throw on 1st down. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense up.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. With touchdown number 15 of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Steelers take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the 1st as they kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
You look at the Steeler defense.
This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Love with it here, third and short yardage. Forced out to his left. That is caught. Reed wrestling ahead. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Again, it's Love. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down. The Packers punter J.K. Scott will send it away on fourth down.
Deep to return is Kevontae Turpin.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
But Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the first quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you taught me when we're broadcasting games, one word we're supposed to avoid, and that's blowout. But that's exactly what's going on here. Down 3 possessions just the first quarter. That goes beyond any worst-case scenario we might have thought coming into this game. And another touchdown here, that should eliminate any hopes for any type of a comeback.
Pickett now on first down. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
You look at this Packers defense.
They sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a fourth down.
(21-0) our score after one.
Steelers 21, Packers 0.
Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football.
as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. On is Presley Harvin now as he'll send this one away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
Ready, play.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer 1st down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Love now to pass on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Ready.
To pass, here's Jordan Love, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
I can spin this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage, but when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
Now Love. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Pulled in at the 24. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. 53 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Looking to throw, Pickett. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. But one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
No, I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job to slow themselves down.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Throw left side, complete to Chase. And he will have the Steelers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. On first down, Wolf.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
Great job here by this defense. They try to bring the receiver from one side of the field to the other, hoping he'll get lost in the wash. But a really nice job there to make a quick tackle and force 4th and goal.
Now a field goal forthcoming for the Steelers. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is right there. It's good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Love. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. A super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked them off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. An excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
2nd and 7 from the 20. Back to throw, Pickett.
And that's off the mark, incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Now Pickett looking to change things up.
On 3rd down, it's Wolf. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12.
81 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They run behind center with Gainwell.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. On the counter, it's Gainwell. 4
yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
They always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there as the first half is winding down.
And the Steelers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the rout is on here in this first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers. And that's caught inside the 35. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And he missed it. It's no good.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of games. And now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter.
And that one will back. Back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them, because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Back to Gainwell here on second down.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Well, a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And that is exactly what you needed defensively. It's a long road back from here, but that's a good start to the second half as they force a punting situation and a 4th down.
Fielded just inside the 30. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
38-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. 3rd and 7 now.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Here comes 3rd down and 7.
They'll set up a throw.
And that'll be dumped off to Gainwell. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Boy, the run on 1st down a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage.
The tackle made back at the 25-yard line.
What are you doing?
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
Again, a run with Gainwell. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Now back to throw. Wide open receiver. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Packers pick it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Back to Gainwell here on 2nd down.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, it's Gainwell. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Play fake. Here's Love. This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
It's a big play there for Green Bay. 47 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field. Pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
Off the play fake, Love. Out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Shot 17. Hey, cross field.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
To throw is Duggan. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 26. That one goes for 24 yards.
And that's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. That's a Packers touchdown.
Jaden Reed, 26 yards. And the Packers are able to cut into that deficit.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
And they'll stay on the ground with Gainwell again.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth quarter stop? So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Straight ahead, it's Gainwell.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps. because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football. They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up fourth down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Let's go.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10.
Striker, 3-3.
Here's Love. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And now here is another interception. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And here's a handoff to Gainwell. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 7. On the handoff, Gainwell. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. This now a 3rd and 4. On the run is Gainwell.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Second and 12 at the 18-yard line.
Ready?
This is Dillon on the counter.
Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. And quickly they get to the line. On 3rd down, Love.
Now this aired out deep for Reed.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Here's J.K. Scott now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
I know, without even asking, without even looking in your direction, that you are not a fan of that call.
Oh, I wish you would look, Brandon, because I was actually thinking this would be the perfect time for a fake.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. This doesn't make any sense to me at all. This deep in your own territory. Look, I'm all for being unconventional. That part's cool, and I get it. But this deep, I just don't think it was the right time to make that call.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And they will take a knee here. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Pick it up. You're embarrassing it.
Now a field goal forthcoming for the Steelers. This a 33-yard attempt. And his kick is good.
So the big return hadn't fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out there in Lester 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
Now Brown, after the made field goal, gets set for the kickoff.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start.
Love with a give to Dillon.
Oh, he sheds himself free. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Play action this time with Love. Flush to his right. And some room to work. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. First down, going to the air with Love. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Here we go.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Strike 2. Blue striker.
Throwing. Love.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Set back at the 38. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for Pittsburgh, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on